Well, boy, this is going to be the third time I've done this video today. Maybe it'll just be really, really quick. Today's day 204 and 12 December 2nd. And I guess I'll do this really, really fast. Um, I went to pick up my daughter after school, and the kids there play games on Friday because they don't have homework. And so I thought it would be kind of neat to bring my Pokemon cards in and maybe encourage my daughter to interact and play games, with the other kids. And so as I was playing Pokemon, I would hear things being said about me, not to me. Like, let's say I was playing against a boy named Joe, and you would hear, "Who's winning? Oh, I think she is." Or, "Who's, Joe, you're losing against her." Pronouns used on a second or third removed, someone else talking behind my back or, to someone else. And it was, I'd say, about a 60 to 40 ratio. I would hear things like, "Oh, he's doing pretty good," or "Oh, she's doing pretty good." Kids would come over and walk away, come over and walk away. And there was a little boy who was watching me play. And at one point he looked at me and he just said something like, "So you're Katie's mom." And I was just like flabbergasted because, here I am. I'm not, no makeup, no fingernail polish, there's nothing about me that's screaming feminine, and maybe the hairband. I was not using this voice. I was using a lower register voice. And I wanted to just look at him and say, "Well, bless your bless your heart." But I had to look at him and I said, "Well, no, I'm her father." And he was, "Oh, well, I thought you were a woman." And I was like biting my tongue because, I have told my daughter's school that, been 2 weeks when they break for the Christmas, that's going to be it for me there as a guy. That I will pick up my daughter as Mrs. Parks starting in January when school starts back up again. So I found myself wanting to say to this little boy, bless his heart, that, well, if in 2 weeks' time I'll be a woman, you know what I mean? What do you say? And I could tell he was confused, like trying to put pieces together and whatnot. But again, I thought it was interesting, just from an experiment point of view, walking into a room and having 20 or 30 little children, and like I said, it was about 60%, that were treating me as a woman and whatnot. So it was kind of interesting to me, and whatnot. So we'll see. That's kind of a little leery of how that's going to work, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, I think if I was to, obviously, I think when I go full time in January, I think I'm gonna work my way into it. I'm definitely gonna have my fingernails painted every day, but my makeup will be very, very light, and probably won't wear a skirt or a dress or anything. It'll, again, it might be a more feminine top, and who knows, maybe by then my breasts might push out a little bit. But again, I had to, like I said, I was sitting there going, "Can't you see the stubble on my chin? And can't you see, all of my own self-doubt, I guess." But I thought that was kind of neat. And then we went to Toys R Us because my daughter kind of got bit with the Pokemon bug and she wanted to look at maybe getting a new booster pack or whatnot. And as we're, kind of kidding with each other and talking and making jokes and whatnot, my daughter says, "I wonder how much this box is." Not this box, this is my prop. And so, I went and the salesperson was walking by and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, how much is this? How much is this?" Whatever. And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, yes, ma'am, I'll get that for you right now. Let me look." And I was like, "Okay, passive ability. I'm being assumed the feminine. And it took me back a minute. Like, all the time that I was worried about going in public or how would I look and my voice and again this and whatever. Well, I'll be damned if a couple minutes later we go to the checkout and the checkout lady's like, oh, hey, ma'am, did you find everything you needed today? And, again, maybe it was just customer service. I don't know. But it just was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is happening. This is, you know what I mean? I'm so full of self-doubt. And it's like I just have to let the world has to, I'm not going to say the world has to catch up. Maybe I have to catch up to how the world treats me. I don't know, And of course, again, talking here and talking with people I don't know, it's a lot easier to use this voice because it's like I'm not afraid of screwing up, if my voice goes down. You know what I mean? It's like, or even if I use a lower register voice, it's like it's a one-off. You're going to see them and you probably may never see them again, and just, I don't know, it blows my mind. It's like a dynamic communication or something. But anyway, I thought I would share that because I thought it was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to being able to pluck these little suckers out, little dead guys, little dead hairs. The laser was on Wednesday and today's Friday, so it's kind of been 24 hours. Oh, this is a classic. This wasn't in the other two videos that I recorded and had to stop. There was a guy, one of my closer coworkers actually, who on Wednesday afternoon went to my supervisor and said, just the two of them said, hey, why is Robin wearing makeup? And Dwayne said, what do you mean? And the coworker was like, Robin's wearing blush and eyeshadow, Robin's wearing makeup. And my supervisor was like, looked at me and I didn't know what was going on, but and he said, I don't think so, but even if Robin was, it's Robin's choice, right? And the guy kind of played it off, But it's funny because I wasn't wearing makeup. I had been to like I said, I got my laser early that morning, so my skin was probably splotchy, but, again, I just thought it was kind of funny that, here I'm not wearing makeup, okay? And even right now, I'm not wearing makeup. I haven't worn makeup in 3 days. So it's not like, and I've taken showers and I've used the Neutrogena wipes. I mean, it's, there's no makeup on me, but maybe on a subconscious level, maybe there's enough change that, like your brain maybe makes shortcuts, and that's what he saw. Much like the woman, the cashier at Toys R Us, Like I said, I look at myself on the screen here and I'm like, there's no way. But maybe much like how your voice sounds different when you record it and you play it back, your brain messes with it as you're speaking and it sounds differently, and then you hear it back and you're like, oh, do I really sound like that? Maybe our brains do the same thing with our eyes, are there imperfections that we are very critical of that maybe other people aren't? And then there's like the gestalt, the total comes together and the other person's like male, female, ma'am. You know what I mean? So yeah. And last thing here, I'm going to end on this note. I kind of pulled my daughter aside while we were driving. It was just me and her, and I said to her, I said, I just kind of want to let you know that, um, when your school break, when you go on your break, it's my intent to what they call full time, that I am going to live as a woman all the time. And that means when I go to work and when I come pick you up, that's what I'm going to do. And she surprised me. She's like, oh, yay. She was happy for me. And then I was happy because she was happy and, whatnot. But I had 30 seconds of fear. That was as I was talking. She had said something like, oh, no. Why do you got to do this to me? All the old negativity that used to be in my mind. Ooh, my voice right there. Ooh. Excuse me. Wet my whistle. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Like I said, it's day 204. I just wanted to record, again, that, what I'm going to say, passive ability of not passing like ability, but a passive is in not an active, but something you do without really thinking about it. That's maybe the aura that's being sent around me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just sharing what it might experience. So anyway, you too at day 204 might experience similar things. So anyway, we can hope. We can hope it just gets better, right? All right, till next time. Bye.